Well, Bobi Wine backed Tanzania demonstrations and protesters in there, and he has gone ahead to demand for leadership accountability. And this is the Ugandan stance, and we're here to bring you this story of Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the leader of opposition in Uganda. And guess what? Tanzania saw protests broke across the country, and the reason has been that Her Excellency Samia Suluhu, who is standing for her very first election to be obviously picked or really voted by the Tanzanians, came in through and went ahead to imprison two of her main competitors, and people were like, that is really inconsiderate. And it really saw protesters go on the roads and obviously do the needful. And yesterday it was really a little bit not that much, but today they are really widespread, and the youths have gone ahead to obviously conquer different parts of Tanzania. And we don't know whether Samia Suluhu will obviously come up and obviously say, I've back to pressure, or she will obviously give up. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, prominent Ugandan opposition leader Bobi Wine has expressed his unwavering support for Tanzanian citizens who are taking to the streets to demand electoral justice and greater accountability for their leaders. Through a statement on his social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, Bobi Wine, a longtime rival of Ugandan President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, declared that he stands in solidarity with the Tanzanian people in their quest for fair elections and good governance. You understand? So, this is what Bobi Wine took to his X, and this is the X post that he put out. It read, standing in solidarity with the great people of Tanzania who are defying odds to protest against electoral injustice and impunity. Standing in solidarity with Comrade Tundu Lissu, the main opposition leader who remains detained since April, and his party Chadema banned from running in the sham election. The young people of Africa are speaking. Let all despots listen. So, Bobi Wine has added his voice to the many that have already gone ahead to be raised all over the world about what is happening in Tanzania. And I tell you what, it is really one of those that you have to come up here and understand that everything is happening. And however much everything is really happening, you have to ask, why are people going on the streets? And the leaders have to really understand the question, because if you don't understand the question, there is no way you can get the answer. So the question is simple. The people are really protesting. And the question is, why are they protesting? It's all about questing for good governance and free and fair elections. That's why these people have gone ahead to obviously throwing themselves onto the roads to obviously seek for what we call a lot of to seek for justice, and obviously seek for their rights as the citizens of Tanzania. The protests in Tanzania are happening concurrently with the country's general elections, in which voters are choosing members of parliament, councillors, and the president. President Samia Suluhu Hassan is widely expected to secure another term in the 2025 elections, but the process has been marred by controversy. Some key opposition figures have been excluded from the race, sparkling allegations of unfair practices and fueling tensions in the country. Despite these challenges, the electoral contest has attracted a diverse pool of candidates. 17 individuals, including 3 women, have thrown their hats into the ring for the presidential seat, reflecting a notable increase in female participation in Tanzania's national politics. As the situation unfolds, Bobi Wine's statement of solidarity with the Tanzanian people is likely to amplify calls for transparency and accountability in the electoral process. The outcome of the elections will not only shape Tanzania's future, but also have implications for the region as a whole. So that is Bobi Wine for you. He has obviously gone ahead to back protesters in what we call Tanzania. And guess what? In his home country, where he is really canvassing for support, he is preaching what we call the protest vote. That is it. He's preaching what we call the protest vote. And if you know the word protest and vote, then you know exactly what he's really in for in here onto this beautiful channel of ours. So that's what I had for you here onto the Ugandan stains, and I'm going to be bringing you more updates about what's happening in Tanzania and Bobi Wine as he really goes ahead to really move all around the country to canvass for support for the so-called National Unit Platform, the strongest opposition party in Uganda. I sign out. See you later.